It'll take 188 laps to make up the 500-mile distance around this massive speedway. Every one of them fraught with tension, breathtaking moves on the racetrack. It's on-your-feet action all day long, and you'll see it all live on NBC as Stacy Compton and Bobby Hamilton lead the field to the green flag.
Sterling Marlin's plan didn't work too well. He laid back to try to get him a good run, and it allowed two other cars to get between himself and the 92 of Stacy Compton.
Check to the inside, 4 deep, moves all the way up to second spot.
It used to be that inside lane you did not want to be in, but because of the current rules, actually that inside line is pretty fast, but you need help. Bobby Hamilton is stuck right there, but if these cars can get up behind him, I think you'll see him go forward.
It's Hamilton in the 55. Started on the outside of the front row. Came across the start-finish line 14th.
There's Ricky Craven, the winner last week, the 32 car in front of Bobby Hamilton. Maybe these two cars can get hooked up, and they also have several cars behind them pushing them.
Now about through the second lap, so the car is completely up to speed now. Takes a little while to build up the full head of momentum with the restricted engines. Stacy Compton leads. Joe Nemechek is second. Johnny Benson is third. Jeff Gordon has settled in fourth. And we start lap 3. Saluting the memory of the man who won more races at this track than any other, Dale Earnhardt. That's 8th place. Sterling Marlin there trying to get to the outside of Elliott Sadler.
Folks, if you're a race car fan, this is beautiful.
There's Rusty Wallace. Remember, he started at the end of the line in a backup car. Last time across the start-finish line, he was up to 25th.
Looks like Rusty has that high line working beautifully for him. Uh-oh, there goes Casey Atwood up through the middle, going by Rusty Wallace.
It's his brother Mike behind him there, the Mobil 1 car. He was in line behind you, Rusty.
Yeah, but now he's going by you, Rusty.
Look at Sterling Marlin lead that outside lane up. For the lead, Marlin charging forward with a push from Dale Earnhardt Jr. And Craven breaks to the outside.
And you listen to Sterling Marlin's engine, you hear never backing off the throttle, wide open all the way around the speedway.
Start-finish line at Talladega is at the exit of the Tri-Oval. Unlike most racetracks, right there is the stripe. Now Marlin, officially the second leader of the race.
is looking out the windshield as much as he is in the mirror right now, because you got to protect your position. All these guys are protecting positions, but it's real easy to lose a spot on the high side. If a car gets high and everybody follows that car, then you could be in the middle by yourself and get hung out. But you'll watch Sterling move the car. See, he's running down low now. Then the next lap, he may run in the middle or high. So he's really trying to protect that spot.
Look at fourth place. Jeff Burton in the 99 started back in 33rd place. They had to fix the left front fender on this car after the big crash in final practice yesterday. 7 laps in the top 5.
Watch the yellow line, boys.
Right.
Cannot get below that yellow line back there, Wally. Talked about it. That's a bad no-no.
Jason Leffler is right behind Jeff Burton. He's up to 6th. He started 41st. And it's going to be that way all day. If you follow a particular driver, it's going to frustrate you at times because your driver's going to go from 2nd to 30th to 5th to 40th to 1st, whatever. It's just going to be that way all day long.
And Ron Hornaday following Jeff Gordon through turns 1 and 2. He started 42nd. And last time by, he was running in the 9th position. During our qualifying show on Friday afternoon, Dale Jarrett said every car here will run from positions 1 through 43, probably on Sunday afternoon. The trick is to try to be in the front at the end of 188 laps.
Sterling Marlin leads. Dale Earnhardt Jr., Bobby Hamilton, Jeff Burton, and Jason Leffler. We're just underway at Talladega. Before we get to Phoenix, we've got an afternoon of excitement at Talladega as the EA Sports 500 continues from the world's fastest speedway presented by Dodge. Lead change. As we come back from the break, Bobby Hamilton has gone out in front.
That car looked awfully good and happy yesterday, BP. The 55 car, Bobby Hamilton.
And the talk in the garage area that the 55 car seems to be the car to beat if you're going to win this afternoon.
Hamilton, Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Jeff Burton are the 3 that have broken away at the front of the pack as we look down on Talladega, courtesy of the United States Army. An army of one, there are 212 ways to be a soldier. Find out more at GoArmy.com.
See, Jason Leffler was running second, about a lap ago. Now he's back to the 7th position. That's one of those cars that I was referring to. He can't sit back and ride. He's got to go to the front. He's looking for a ride. The 01 car looking for a sponsor. Dave Burns, what do you have on the 01?
Well, BP, I stopped by their garage stall this morning and talked to crew chief Matt Chambers about their car, why it qualified 41st, while the team car of Sterling Marlin qualified 3rd. They really had no explanation because the cars were built almost identical. But Jason did not qualify the car well. They knew, however, it would race well, and he's moved his way to the front already.
There's Jason racing alongside Bobby Labonte for a spot. I talked with Bobby and his team's hauler this morning. Last couple of times in these races, Bobby has fallen back and rode at the tail end of the field for most of the day and then raced his way toward the front. I said, is that the strategy today? He said, you know, we make that call about 3 minutes before race time. I guess the call today was to go ahead and charge up in there.
Certainly looks that way.
Started 34th. He's up to 8th. Rusty Wallace continuing to try and pick his way toward the front.
Last time by, Bobby Hamilton, the leader. The average speed, 190.385 miles per hour.
Sterling Marlin, who was the leader just a few laps ago, is back to 21st. That's John Andretti ahead of him with something dangling off the back.
Looks like someone has gotten in the back of the rear bumper and maybe cracked it.
Up front, Dale Earnhardt Jr. looking for the lead.
That'll bring the stands up to their feet.